Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Anna. So as you can tell by the title, we are getting ready to go on the road, and we are also chatting about my TikTok viral video. Hold on, I feel ashy. I need to put some lotion on. And we're back. So I had to do my brows off camera because that is like literally the most tedious part of my makeup. Don't ask me for a brow tutorial because I'm not responsible. First of all, I haven't had a brow lady in 2 years. I left Florida 2 years ago, and ever since I left Florida, I have not like had a designated brow lady. I kind of just been shaving my brows myself, and last night I was very overzealous, overconfident, and shaved one brow more than the other. So please, I beg, I'm not it for the brows. Okay, so we're going to start with our primer. I didn't even introduce like what I'm going to do. Anyways, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be discussing bare minimum tips for young women part 1. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will insert a video right here so you can see at least part 1 of what I'm talking about. So pretty much I was just giving tips that young women can follow. Some of these don't really cost anything to do. And yeah, I got the idea from Dr. Dooku on TikTok, and he did a bare minimum tips for young men, and I was like, I haven't seen that was like the first time ever I seen anything like that. You know, everybody's been doing the how to become that girl or that girl routine or becoming her, and I was just like, okay, but what about those of us, and this is including myself, that don't have the time, the energy, nor the mental capacity, not mental capacity, but the mental space. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on up here. Like, it's one less thing. No. So I was like, okay, these are things that not just young women, but even like more mature women can do these things that can, you know, over time do like make an impact in their life. So the first tip was, and I'm going to start with my e.l.f., and this is the Tone Adjusting Face Primer. The first tip was to invest into a proper robe, and this is the one that I was wearing in the video. I love this robe. It's so comfy. It's very lightweight. I do have other robes like for different occasions. Like, I have one that I literally will just lounge around in. It's so soft, it's such good quality, and I got it from Target for $24. So when I say invest in a robe, like a good quality robe, you don't have to run to Skims or any high-end brand. Like, you can get away with paying $20-30 for a decent robe. It's just, you know, making sure that it is of good quality. And this one, it's like, y'all, it's so soft. It's just like, the moment I bought it, I put it on, and usually I don't put clothes on right away. I usually wash them because I have like this phobia of like just germs from people touching the clothing or people like trying on the clothing. Like, it's I don't know where it came from. It just came. So yes, investing in a decent robe will literally change your life. Like, when I come home and I take a shower and I put one of my many robes on, it's like I'm in another dimension. Like, it just does something to your mental. Alright, so I'm the type of person, don't judge me, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna use every bit of my product, and I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. This is in Cappuccino. A robe will literally change your life. It's more of a mental thing. Like, people were like, I don't get it, a robe. Like, trust me, it's a mental thing. And one of the girls, I forgot her name, but she left a comment. She was like, I just invested in a Skims robe, and it completely changed my life. Like, y'all, it just does something to your spirit. It does something to your mental health, and that's really what we're focused on. Like, once we are at peace with a decision, it doesn't matter. Like, once we are at peace with something, and when I put my robes on, and you know, sometimes there's nothing underneath the robe, don't judge me, but it just gives me that feeling like I'm at peace, I'm at one with myself, I'm still like it's more of a mental thing than like, oh, you know, just a robe, right? Okay, those that get it, like, and if you get it, comment down below and let me know that you get it. Tip number 2 was to have a skincare routine. Y'all, I'm gonna keep saying y'all, sis, babes, listen, when I didn't get like a skincare routine until I was about 23. Yeah, 23. That's bad. That's bad. So you told me for 23 years I went not wearing sunscreen, not, you know, hydrating my skin, like none of that, and it showed because my skin was horrible. It was not it like, and I think I said this in one of my TikTok videos, that my skin was not in the state of, not this damn, my skin was not in the state it is now. Like, it was completely different. I had breakouts all the time. Mind you, I was living a complete different lifestyle. Like, I was going out almost every week. Hennessy was my favorite drink, Hennessy and Red Bull. If you know, you know. You know, I wasn't drinking my water, I wasn't working out. I just was not, like, I was not a priority, if that makes sense. And when you neglect yourself, which is where self-care comes in, and for me that was starting with skincare. Like, I was 100% invested in my skin, because at the time I had I had just became a nurse, and I kind of wanted to start taking care of myself, and now I had the means to do so. So I was like, okay. And that's kind of how even my business, my skincare business, started, because I got so, like, I just kind of went down the rabbit hole when it came to skincare, and it got me to like making my own products, and I've been doing so for about 2 years now. So developing a skincare routine and having that being a part of my daily life, it not only did it like help my skin, but it also helped me to be disciplined and to build structure, because that's something that I knew I had to get done every day, regardless if I was tired, if I had to wake up 30 minutes early so I wasn't late for work, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But again, the benefits of doing it is not only just for your skin, but also to help, you know, put some structure in your life, help you build a little bit of discipline. But honey, aside from the whole discipline thing, your skin will thank you. It will love you for it. Like, y'all, it literally was one of the best decisions. I'm capping. It was a really good decision. It was a really good decision. And as time went by, I started to like appreciate the fact that, you know, I prioritize myself with my skin. And not only just like my products that I use, but I also started going to an esthetician once a month. I started to like wearing sunscreen every day, and just be very like particular. I started paying attention to stuff more. Like, I know that when I eat cheese, like if I ate like a pizza tonight and it wasn't like a healthy pizza, like if I had like a Papa John's or a Domino's, I guarantee you I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with breakouts. And so I started to like pay attention to little stuff like that. Don't knock it until you try it. And I 100% recommend having a skincare routine. 10 out of 10. Having a skincare routine, having a body care routine, all of it. Tip number 3 was having more than one pillows. And I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is in 40 caramel. So yeah, having more than one. I totally messed up, but having more than one pillows, again, that's something that a lot of people were like stuck on. Like, why does that matter? Let me tell you why it matters, okay? For me, okay, this is me speaking from personal experience. For me, having more than one pillow meant that I didn't have to change my pillowcase every 3 days, because whenever I sleep, I drool, and that's normal. But when I drool on my pillowcase, and after 3 days of sleeping on the same pillow, my skin starts to get irritated, and then I start to break out. And I noticed that again after I started paying attention to my skin and like, you know, what I was eating and stuff like that, and starting to pay attention to what was causing my breakouts. Because a lot of times you could be using the right products, but you're not doing like the little things that matters. And for me, it was not changing my pillowcase. It was waiting until Sundays to change my pillowcase when I really needed to change it more often than that. For me, after every 3 days, I noticed that my skin would start to break out, and I was like, oh nah, I can't just sleep on one pillow. So I started to like rotate my pillows. So I had like 4 pillows on my bed, right? I have 4 pillows on my bed, and then what I would do is I would rotate each pillow every night. Each night I would rotate a pillow, and then if I came back to the same pillow, I would flip it to the other side, so I'm never sleeping on the same side of the pillow. So each night my face is going on a fresh side of the pillowcase. And not just only that, but like when you get up in the morning and you make your bed, like it just looks so much more pleasing. Like it makes you feel like you have your life together, even if it's not. Like it's just the little things. Like as I got older, I realized that like the big things don't really matter. It's just like the real little subtle things that you would never think would make such a huge impact on you. Like now I understand like how my parents felt when they would have like that one day off and they don't want to do anything but just clean their house, sit in it, and appreciate it. Like I get it. I completely get it. I sound old as a bat, but honestly, I get it. I get it. I'm going in now with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in Toffee. I use this to help set my concealer. One of the powders to set my concealer. But yeah, so like I said, don't knock these tips until you try it. After you try it, you can be like, yeah, it wasn't for me, but at least give it a try. And the pillows is definitely one of the things. I would give all of these a try, but yeah, the pillows for sure. A few guys were asking me where I get my decorative pillows from. So if you have a Home Goods or a Ross, and sometimes Target has decorative pillows, you can go to those stores. And I think like a Hobby Lobby or At Home, where else, even Amazon, online, Crate and Barrel, any type of home decor place, you can find them. Now depending on where you go, the price may very much vary, but you can definitely find them. All right, so my second setting on the eye powder that I'm going to be using is my Fenty Loose Translucent Powder. The tip number 4, and I don't believe that I'm going in order with these, but tip number 4 was keeping track of your finances. Listen to me, that is super important. That is super important. I wish somebody had told me that. I wish somebody had told me that when I was like 17, 18, like when I just started, you know, working and making some type of money for myself, because I would have been well off by now. I promise you, I would have been so well off. Like it's not even funny how well off I would have been. It's not even funny. I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Espresso Match Stick, and I'm using it to contour. But yeah guys, tracking your expenses and income, I have always been conscious of it, but I never really went in depth with it like I do now for my finances. But I'm telling you, if I had started at a younger age, when I was getting a little bit of money, I would have been well off. Because say for example you are a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old and you do have like a little part-time job or a part-time job or an internship or whatever the case may be, right? And you're making semi decent money. It's 2022. You're making some money, and you know the only thing that you're really responsible for is your phone bill or your insurance, which, you know, I get how that can be a bit pricey because you're younger. But the rest of that money, instead of like spending it on like what's in the now, like the latest gadget, the latest piece of clothing, Put that money to the side. Put it in a high yielding savings account. Put it in, you know, some stocks or some type of crypto. Listen, couple years down the line, you're gonna be like, okay, bet. Say less. Say less. Y'all, I wish I had somebody to tell me that when I was that age. I promise you, I probably would have been on my 10th vacation for this year. 10th vacation for this year, and we still in January. But it's not too late to do it. A lot of people feel like, oh, I've passed that age, you know, it's too late for me now. Like, no, you still have life, you still have breath in your lungs. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. So don't discourage yourself. Don't, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't discourage yourself. Don't speak negative over yourself, over your life. I don't condone that at all. I don't condone that with my friends, with my family. Like, I don't do that. I don't do that. And it takes practice. I know it does. It takes practice, but don't do it. But back to the topic of discussion. Your expenses and your income, it will change your life. Do it, babes. Do it. It will change your life, because you could be spending way more than you're making, but you would never know unless you actually sit down and say, okay, this is what I spend on a monthly basis, this is what I bring in on a monthly basis. And if you subtract the two and you are in the red, then you know, okay, some things gotta go. I gotta stop, you know, certain habits. Like for me right now, I need to stop going to Fruit Bowl 10 times for the week. What is that? I just checked my account and I literally had 10 Fruit Bowl visits, and that was what, yesterday? So yesterday was Friday. What is that? Like, no, we're not doing that. This year we are being frugal and living our best lives, and that is possible. You can still be frugal on a budget and still live your best life. That's why it's called a budget. You can budget for it. But I haven't been budgeting for my Fruit Bowl, so I know my my fun and social bucket is in a deficit. It's in a deficit. Knowing exactly what you spend on it on a monthly basis or even on a weekly basis, if you want to start with that, it will help you tremendously, because then you can budget for things that you actually want to do. If you want to take a trip, if you want to get that new phone, if you want to upgrade your car, like whatever the case may be, you can put it into your budget and work it out, or start a sinking fund for it. But you're not going to know unless you actually see what is going out versus what is coming in. You get me? And then if you are in the red, maybe there's some things you need to cut out. Like you need to cut out Netflix, cut out Amazon, cut out Hulu. Like those are not important. Those are not important. So it's things like that that you can only know from actually sitting down, doing your budget, seeing what is where, see what goes where, and what you need to cut off if you are in the red, right? And I do have a budget video, keeping your hair presentable, tip number 5. So the question on that video was, can your natural hair be presentable, or something along the lines of your natural hair can be presentable. It was a debate about that. So this is me clearing out. Your natural hair can completely be presentable. Underneath this wig, I'm very much natural. If you were on my live on TikTok on Thursday, you would have seen me oiling my roots and braiding my hair back. My hair is very much natural, and when I wasn't wearing wigs, I still kept it presentable. So what I mean by that is keeping your hair presentable. If you are the type of person, I'm gonna go in with my Black Radiance pressed powder in the color Ebony just to go over my contour. If you're the type of person that, you know, wears your hair in an afro, you're not gonna go outside with the afro all matted and like dented everywhere. No, you're gonna pick it out, you're gonna flip it out, and you're gonna shape it. That's what I mean by carrying your hair presentable. if you're the type of person that has curly hair, the same thing goes. Like, you're not gonna go outside with your hair all like slept on and matted, because my mother always tell me this: make sure whenever you're leaving the house you look presentable, because you never know who you might meet. Let that one sink in. Don't let it go over your head. So that's what I meant when I said carrying your hair presentable. Your natural hair can completely 100% be presentable. It's just all in how you carry it. You get me? Even if you have like a bald head, like you don't want to go outside with your hair all beady. Like, that's not cute. That's not cute. And all 2022 we are putting our best foot forward, and that falls in the category of us putting our best foot forward. So yeah, having your hair completely presentable. Even if you have a wig, like if you have on a wig and your lace is lifting, put a band over it. Put a band over it and brush it back. No, it's presentable, versus you going outside with your lace lifted, and it's just not cute. It's not a good representation of you, because when people look at you, even though we don't care what people say, but like, we just want to always put our best foot forward. And when you make it a habit, it'll eventually turn into a lifestyle. We just want to put our best foot forward. That's it. Day by day, putting our best foot forward, and that includes carrying our hair presentable, whether it's natural, permed, pressed, in a wig, curly, it don't matter. It still can be presentable. The last tip was, which a lot of people had quite a bit to say about it in, oh, not the lashes. Yeah, a lot of people had a lot to say, which I expected it. I expected it because everyone has different views, and that is completely okay. But the last one was having a relationship with God, and for me, I included that because that is super important to me. It completely changed my life. It's hard to explain, but honestly, the moment you start to build that relationship with God, your life completely changes. And check me out, this is what I mean by that. Me and you could both be in the same predicament, the same situation, and at the end of the day, I'm having a much better day than you are, because you know what? I trust and I believe in a higher power, and I know that my days are ordained. My steps are ordered. Like, God knows everything before it happens. So why am I going to stress? And he says he only wants good things for us. Like, I'm not going to stress, because I know even if I'm having the worst day today, by next week it's not going to matter. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I know it's easier said than done. But once you have that relationship with him, and you are in communion with him, you are in conversation with him, you read the word, you spend time with him by praising, you know, worshiping, it almost opens your mind to like a complete different universe. Having a relationship with God can literally change your entire experience. Because if somebody else, if I was experiencing that situation, not knowing God, not having a relationship with him, not knowing to have faith and trust and believe that things work out for my good, y'all, that's literally one of the things I say to myself almost on a daily basis. Everything is working out for my good. It might not seem like it right now, but God is in control. He has numbered my days. He knows everything before it happens, and he's gonna make sure that I'm good. I have 100% assurance that he's going to make sure that regardless of what the process looks like, the outcome is going to be on my side. And that's on having a relationship with God. Somebody had said that you don't have to be religious to have your life together, and that's not what I was saying. I'm very much spiritual. I believe in God. I try to live as much as I can by the word, and try to please him as much as I can. I'm going in with my dark color pencil that I got from the beauty supply store for $1. I'm just gonna line my lips. I really like this lip combo that I'm about to do. Don't knock it until you try it. I am using this lip and cheek pencil. I've had this for so long. I want to say it's from Elf. Yes, I really love this lip combo. It just gives me grown and mature vibes, and then I put like some lip gloss over it. But just try to find that relationship with God, and then come back and tell me how it's working out for you. I'm just taking my black eyeliner pencil and going under my eye to make it pop a little bit, because I got concealer all up under there. I have an eye doodle. I need to go to Ulta and get some more makeup stuff. I haven't bought makeup in so long. Wash, and then I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever matte velvet skin foundation powder in R525. These are things that you can do that doesn't really cost any money. Like, it doesn't cost anything to have a relationship with God. It doesn't cost anything to carry your hair presentable. Like, those are things that is within your reach, within your resources. And I try to like break things down as, you know, understandable as possible. I really just want to make sure that you guys are understanding, like, these things are attainable, it's possible, and it's things that if you put into practice now can literally change the trajectory of your life, or if not change it, make the journey a lot more better. So I seen like a few girls that said that they're 19, 20 and their credit is already horrible. This is why I'm doing this, because, well, the credit was the part 2, which I'll talk about in another video. But if you are, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 watching these videos and you're like, oh my God, that's something that I can do right now that can totally, you know, make the journey of my life a lot easier, then why not? And I feel like the more knowledgeable you are and the more you are aware of things, especially things that can impact and affect your life, the better prepared and well equipped you would be whenever you do face those issues in life. We got our lip gloss on, we got our headband off, and this is the final look. I hope I did okay and didn't embarrass myself on here trying to do a whole. Actually, you know why I did a makeup, like why I did my makeup? Because Shannon, and I hope you're watching this, Shannon has been asking me for a makeup tutorial for so long, and I don't know why she thinks I'm a professional. Like, I just know how to, you know, enhance my features, but that don't mean, like, you know, I hope what I did help and you guys learned something from me doing my face. But either way, Shannon, this is for you. I hope you appreciate it and I hope you enjoy it. You know my number if you have any questions. Yes guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I'm just gonna run over the 6 tips that was in part 1 again. So tip 1 was investing in a good quality robe. Tip 2 was having a skincare routine. Tip 3, keeping your hair presentable. Tip 4, having more than one pillow on your bed. Tip 5, tracking your income and your expenses. And the app that I was showing you guys in the video was Personal Capital. Now I will go more in depth into finances and budget in my budgeting video, which will be in the description box below. The last tip was having a relationship with God. I'm so sorry, I talk with my hand a lot. I'm very much a Caribbean, so we do this a lot. So just get used to it. That's all I have to say. And get used to the patois English. I'm prepping you. If you take your vacation to Jamaica, you can know what they're saying and you can, you know, say back your patois words that you learned from Anna. But thank you so much for sticking throughout the entirety of this video. I greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate it more if you give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, even if it's just some hearts, just so your girl can get on the YouTube algorithm. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or you can DM me on Instagram at Anna Cavalli. Also, if you're not following me on TikTok, go do so. Hit that red check at Anna Cavalli. You know what? Before you go, I want to know what was the most impactful tip for you, or the tip that got you thinking like, that don't sound half bad. Maybe I'll try it. Let me know in the comment section below. If you're not following the channel, what you wait upon? hit the red button to subscribe, and then hit the bell beside it so you can know when I drop new videos and you are always in the loop. Remember, you my babes, so we gotta be in constant communication. Like, if we're not talking every day, what are we doing? So make sure you follow me on TikTok, follow me on IG, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one later.